Yo, what's up? This your boy Tre Styles, actor, producer, writer. I'm on a set of Mic Check with your girl Stylist B.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Mic check.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Mic check.
Hello and welcome back to the set of Mic Check with me, the one and only Stylist B, Season 3. Listen, you guys keep tuning in. We feel so special. If you're brand new, make sure you check out our Anchor or go to our YouTube page. The links will be provided at the end, so you got to stay all the way through so you can see how you can watch Seasons 1 and 2. But enough about us. Let's talk about my guest today. Today I have with me Tre Styles, actor, writer, and comedian. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm doing well. Oh, you've been low key for the interview.
I'm good.
You're gonna give the people the best of you.
What you mean? I'm
that
good.
You got?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm here.
Well, thank you for joining us today.
I appreciate being here.
It means a lot to us. Before we get started, I want you to look into the camera and tell everyone who you are and what you do, because you can do it better than I can. You know you better than me, so go ahead.
My name is Tre Styles. I'm an actor, I'm a writer, producer, and I'm a comedian.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I laugh.
I do my thing.
I
That's
laugh.
all right.
Yeah, you have the comedy content now too.
Yes.
But I'm skipping. So let's talk about, so I met you when we were doing LOPA together, which most people, Effective Arts is what we were doing together, right? So most people don't know, Louisiana Oregon Procurement Agency, that's correct, right? Yep. They hire Effective Arts to train their staff, basically to approach people when you're asking for organ donation.
Yes.
And so Effective Arts is filled with actors who are trained to kind of simulate real life situations.
Yeah.
And so the first time I met you, we were both playing very heavy characters.
Yes.
And you did pretty good. You know, I didn't see it in you, but you did amazing.
I didn't, I was shocked. I'm like, they're bringing on 9 actors. They bought you, so. But then you said, no, I'm joking. But no, that wasn't heavy. The heavy one was when we went to Alabama. Alabama.
You know that one was like.
Remember the race relations?
Yes, I remember that.
The only 2 they picked.
So you know what? So let me say why I say it's heavy. So obviously we're both very comfortable in comedy, right? But this type of acting is not like intense. For every actor, right? Because you also have to play it down even though you're dialing it up. So it's a lot, you know. Yeah. So that's why I say it's heavy, because it's never like a happy situation. The trainers are always, you know, approaching people who've lost someone.
Yes.
You know, so
and it's straight improv. So
yeah, it's all improv.
All improv. So you might train one way, then the next day when you're in a session, you might say something totally different.
Right. Or Jim Boggs is the one that's over Effective Arts. He might tell you, hey, can you play it this way? And like on the spot, you have to do that. So that's when I knew, 1, you were talented, and 2, like I knew I would see you again, like in that type of arena. So we worked Effective Arts, but then we started doing, I think we did a stage play together.
Oh, Name of the Rain.
I forgot about that.
Was it Name of the Rain?
No.
What was it?
The Unacquainted.
Unacquainted.
Yes, by Pamela Davis Nolan.
Yes, Unacquainted. God.
Yeah, I've known you
God.
Anyway, how did you get into acting? Was the point of all of that?
God. Man, I wanted to act since I was like 3 years old, but it wasn't in New Orleans. So, the closest thing I could do here was I tried to get into the modeling thing. So I did that. I was signed by Nova Models in Baltimore, and then acting started flourishing down here. So I started taking some classes. I ended up taking some classes at Florida State. Then I came back to New Orleans after the military, and I finished at UNO. And I got my undergrad degree in drama and communications. So from there, it just started taking off. So I ended up, like you say, acting classes, ended up getting an agent, and then from there, it just took off.
Like, what's your biggest project that you've been a part of to date?
My biggest? My favorite project was Lethal Weapon TV show. My biggest project, I'm gonna say probably between Treme and Underground. Okay. The Underground TV series.
Which is a good show.
Yeah. But my favorite role was Lethal Weapon. I got to play the bad guy.
I'm about to say, why was it your favorite role?
I got to play the bad guy, man. You could do so much. You could do so much as the bad guy, but you're not stuck in that bubble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With a good guy, you can do so much. With a bad guy, you could just play with it. Yes, I loved it. And then I got to shoot in LA. So
you was living the life.
I was having fun. I was there for like I was shooting that for like 3 weeks because I was the main bad guy, and I was loving it, man.
Okay.
I was loving it. So.
All right. So let me ask you this: when you first got started, was the goal movies, commercials? What was the goal?
Goals with movies.
Okay.
Movies. I always saw myself in the movies. I just never thought I got to. In my career so far, I got to act with Damon Wayans, Mark Wahlberg, Denzel, Candy Alexander. That's my mentor still, but I just never thought I'd be. I would work. I had the dream, but you know, you never.
Yeah.
Never think you'll work with people like that, you know, until you're on set and it's like, damn, you know. Sylvester Stallone, you know, so he paid me my biggest compliment as an actor. So.
What did he say?
Well, we were doing a film grudge match, and we had to do our scene together. So, in my mind, I'm like, shit, I got this. I'm sorry.
It's
okay.
fine.
I'm like, I get to shoot with Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, oh man, it's Rocky. So, instead of me having that, you know, this Sylvester Stallone, I'm like, hell with this. I'm gonna get my respect first. So I went on set. He did his lines and everything. So we went to lunch. So Peter Siegel, who I'm still friends with, he was the director. He was like, Dave, look, man. He said, Sly has to go. Do you mind doing your scene by yourself? We'll just read you the lines. I'm like, whatever, fine. So after lunch, we come back to film, and Sylvester Stallone, his bodyguard, come back on set. So we start filming. And then when we finished, Sly was like, hey, young man, you did a hell of a job. I'm like, wow. Took pictures with me and everything. So when we finished filming, Peter grabbed me and said, hey, Dave, look, man, I just want you to know, Sly doesn't do pictures. And he said he came back because he thought you did a great job. I was like, wow.
Well, that's dope, especially when it's a vet. So, you know, the goal is when we go on set to be remembered.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for the next thing. So you did that. And you've been working consistently. Yeah. But you know what, I always wanted to ask you, how do you balance that? And, you know, many people may or may not know, because you're public about it, but you suffer with lupus. So how do you balance that with dealing with lupus?
I'm better with it now. It's rough. It's rough, especially like when I got lupus in 2007. So I suffer from sun allergies too. So that's why people see me, I always have hats on and stuff. My skin burn easy from the sun. But anyway, I booked Jeff Who Lives at Home. That was my first role with Jason Segel. And all my shots were outside. It's like a basketball scene. So I had to keep sunblock on me and water on me because the sun drains me. If I'm in the sun, it drains me. So that part, when I got to do outside sets, and I get fatigued quick. So that's the rough part, the fatigue factor, if I got to do like outside shots.
That's crazy. I've never seen you fatigued.
Yeah.
Never.
So I play it off. I promise you. It got times when we did Lopa, I was drained. I couldn't even get up in the morning.
They
got days I can't. Yeah, because you know my body it just feel like you imagine running a 5-mile, 10-mile marathon, and you just waking up. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. So.
That's a lot. Kudos to you, because every time I see you, you on 10. You keep the room rocking, laughing. You know, you give great energy. I would never think that you are exhausted or tired or suffering. Matter of fact, remember, when you first said it, I was like, stop playing.
Yeah, you were.
Because I have a family member that suffers, and it's night and day what it looks like. And of course, I mean, that's with any illness, you know what I mean? But night and day. So, but now I know it's not really night and day. You just do a better job of, protecting people from
Yeah.
Because
you don't want nobody feeling sorry for you. It's like, don't feel sorry. I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, stop. Yeah, that's not funny. Because, you joke a lot too. So I'm like, why would you say something? He's like, no, I'm serious.
people a friend of mine, he thought I was joking one time when I told him, man, like the gym. I stay working out because I stay in shape. That way I won't get the muscle fatigue. But they got times I sat in the car and cried because I was so fatigued and my body was just so in pain. But I sucked it up, and I know once I worked out, I'll be feeling better.
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy. Well, I'm very proud of you for that, because if it had not been for you telling me, and then me seeing a post, and then the awareness, because you do a lot of like lupus awareness things, I'm like, oh, he's serious. Like he's really. Then I felt bad, because I would not receive that from you. You know what I mean? So that's that's a testament to what it looks like for you with lupus. You know what I'm saying? So you have transitioned to like comedy content. That's what we kind of mentioned early on, especially more so doing this like on social media and stuff. What made you want to add that to the repertoire? Because you're getting booked, so it's not like this is the only way to get it out. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you a story, and my wife knows the story. She's the one who knows the story, but.
I'm sorry?
My wife only knows this story, so I'm not proud of this story, but I'm gonna
obviously,
tell you.
I heard the mumbling.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
All right, Fox came down here. They was doing a show. They was looking for 2 hosts. Okay, a male and female host. This before filming was really here.
Okay.
So at the time, I wanted to be a stand-up. I'm like,
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna be a stand-up comedian. I'm funny. So I wrote down all my content. I even tested it on family members. You know, I'm like, they're laughing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So it was on Canal Street. I'm gonna never forget by that Walgreens. There's a building right next to that Walgreens. So I go inside, they call my name, and I go in there and I do my stand up. And you got people around the room. I think I did the whole thing, and not one person laughed.
Ooh.
At that
That's
time,
why
I
you
didn't know. At that time, I didn't know they're not supposed to laugh. I didn't know. You know, if you go to audition, they just sit there. Okay. You know, and then when you telling jokes, like one of y'all should have laughed.
Somebody, can I
Shit,
get a
smirk
giggle?
or something.
Right. Hand over the mouth.
Give me a head nod or something. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I went outside.
And you did the whole thing though. See,
I
because
did.
that would make me want to slow up. Like,
I'm
hold
sorry.
on.
I apologize, y'all. Y'all don't like my jokes. I swear I did that. Y'all don't like my jokes. I apologize. And I walked out, and I swear to God, I grabbed the paper, my whole content, I threw it in the trash.
Wow. Just like that.
Just like that. But you got to remember, I didn't know how the business was then.
Right.
Nobody to guide me. I'm just thinking, you know, the David now would have told the David then, keep those jokes, work on it, keep going. If they didn't like it, so what? You know, keep pushing. But, you know, I didn't know.
I get it. And that's the note really for everyone watching. If you're looking to get into like acting, the casting rooms are brutal. And then not in a bad way. They are observing and taking notes and thinking about what they can see you in. So they're not going to give you what you think, you know, you should get from whatever you're doing. Now, sometimes they may break, or like as time goes on, when casting directors get to know you, now they joke with you, they laugh at your joke. But initially they may not give you. So you have to be confident when you go in to just trust that you're delivering the best possible version of whatever you're doing, and leave it, I always say leave it on the floor, and that's it. So because my first audition was, similar. It was a comedy role. You know, one person did laugh, but like the other ones just kind of looked at her. So then I'm like, did they look because it wasn't that funny, or you know what I mean? Like I didn't know, but then I like when it was done, they did break the third wall. I always call it third wall, and they were like, you know, we got to be honest, that was amazing. You know, and she laughed. We're not supposed to be laughing, but she laughed. So we're gonna go ahead and tell you it was good. And I said, oh, and I said, oh, thank you, because I didn't know. So you know, it's different, and also too, being the type of people that feed off energy, it could mess up your audition if you're not ready for that. That's why I said you finished. I don't know if I would have early on. I don't know if I would have finished. I probably would have stopped like, thank you, like, because they're not feeling it, so I didn't get this one.
Comedy is hard, man. Even writing it, people don't realize it. Because you think it's funny, that don't mean everybody else gonna think it's funny. I think comedy is the hardest thing to write or do. So that's why you do the Instagram stuff easy, man. It's natural.
So why did you start? That's what why did you start doing the Instagram comedy content? I
don't know. I just come up with stuff. I can wake up in the morning and it's just there. Like, you know what? Let me do this. I don't know. I just wanted people to see a different side. Okay. Because I've never done a role as far as comedy.
Well, you know, you don't. When I first met you, you looked serious.
I didn't know.
And then you opened your mouth, and I knew better.
That's true.
That's true. And I've been laughing ever since. But you know, initially, and you know, they unfortunately, you know, we're typecast. Yeah. You know, however you look is kind of only thing that they can see. So true. It's crazy to me that you've never had a comedy role, because that's what I would peg you for, knowing you now though. Not out the gate not knowing you. I think I saw you in uniform once. I'm like, there's nothing funny about, you know what I'm saying, uniform, you look serious. Yeah, but I didn't know you never had a comedy role. So that was kind of how the Instagram got it.
We're not done. We still got more stuff we're going to start doing.
Okay.
But, I mean,
promised me some roles a long time ago.
We started something. I still regret that we didn't finish, but Too Funny TV, man, that was before its time.
That was before its time. And at the time, you were acting, but you had camera equipment because you were in school then.
I was in school. I was in grad school.
Yeah. So initially, before, I promise, I'm not making it
Yes.
up. Before Instagram, before
Yes.
all the comedy content.
For YouTube.
Right. I was writing comedy, and I was
Yes.
like, I want to shoot a series of comedy skits. And you were like,
We had a whole house. We had a whole house. in there,
yeah, I got
swear.
everything. You know, I'm if I'm nothing, I commit to whatever
Yep.
I say I'm gonna do.
Yep.
So David had all kind of camera
We had the
equipment,
props, the camera equipment.
and so I'm like, let's make it happen. Let's
Yep.
make it happen. But it didn't stick
It
because
manifest, yeah.
nobody. I think the rest of the team didn't see the vision because
Yes.
no one was doing it. So it's kind of like we just making funny skits.
And that's still on
then I
YouTube.
look at today.
It's still on YouTube though.
Is it?
Yeah, I swear. You go to
Oh
two,
my God, I was
two
pulled.
the two
It's
damn
Too
funny
Damn Funny
TV.
TV.
It's on YouTube. I swear.
TDFTV.
It's
I
still
thought
on
the title
YouTube.
was just the
It's-
best thing. I'm like, oh, we're gonna call it. I was so
Yeah.
green and
The
excited.
cameras were
about-
different back then. We didn't have
Yeah.
the HD and stuff.
That's
so.
why I'm like, that needs
Yeah.
to be pulled. Who knows what it looked like?
It's
But
a-
imagine if we had stuck with that.
Oh man.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
Rhonda was the makeup artist.
Makeup at the time,
Oh,
yep.
man.
Antonio McGill was working with us. What else? And Shantae was the one that owned she worked with a nonprofit that used the house. And so how I got the house, I volunteered. I was teaching dance, I was teaching drama to her nonprofit students.
Wow.
And she let us use the house at night to shoot. So anyway, but nobody was doing that. So the rest of the actors and stuff that we had on board everybody was really trying to break into the industry.
Yes.
So that just didn't seem like the thing to do.
Yes.
But we could have been,
Yes.
the next big thing, but
It should have been.
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Before YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah,
The whole house, different rooms.
everything,
Oh my God.
full skits. That was when Nicki Minaj had just
Minaj
came out.
just
'Cause
came
that
out.
was like my go-to character
Yep.
to do.
Yep.
I had mastered that. I'm not doing that today.
Have you
But one
seen
day-
it? Have you seen it? Okay. With Nicki Minaj? Okay.
So anyway, but we know we had a great time doing that. So it's good to see that you find your way back to doing what you love, which is comedy, especially if they're not providing you those types of roles. You're still finding an outlet to do it. It's even better when you finally call me to book my roles on the show.
Yes.
You heard me say it here
Yes.
first, but no
we
pressure.
We have to do something.
Yeah, we do. We really
I'm
do.
serious,
We have
man.
to
We
do
have
something
to.
soon. Okay, so tell me, what are you working on now? You said you started writing, so I want to know more about that.
My script is done. I'm just doing some finishing touches to it.
Okay.
Everybody who read it so far likes it. but
What is it? Tell me about it.
It's called The Lies You Tell.
Okay.
So
Don't smirk.
it's called The Lies You Tell, man. It's a crazy script. It's crazy.
What genre?
Drama and I'm gonna say horror.
Okay. Okay.
More of a drama horror type thing.
Okay.
So I don't want to give it out yet, but
You don't have a synopsis? Just a little. Don't tell us everything. But tell us something.
flight attendant. Her name is Mel. She's an international flight attendant.
Okay.
So she ended up. She's a white female. In this one, she cheats on her husband.
Okay.
Basketball player. Japan.
Okay.
Ends up with a whole affair in the whole country. So anyway, she ends up with an affair. He finds out she's married. The relationship ends. She comes back to the States. She's pregnant. This dude's loco, the basketball player.
Oh.
So in his mind, the baby's his.
Okay.
He wants his baby. So yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
a lot.
twist.
I can see the twist coming.
It's a lot. So.
He's gonna be disappointed. That's not his child.
Well, the thing about it is her husband's white, the basketball player's black, so she don't know who the baby's for.
But what you gonna find out soon
So
enough?
she gonna find So I won't give her but yeah, it's this bad the dude. She didn't realize who she was messing with.
Okay.
It's a crazy dude.
So what are you gonna do with the script? What's the plan?
Well, I was asked if I was gonna shop it around or whatever, but I want to see how my writing is and put it up against different competitions. So I'm gonna enter into the Los Angeles International Writers Competition.
Okay. Well, I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to either read or see it, manifesting the big screen, big reveal. And now you have something else up your sleeve too. So we've locked in on the comedy content, which we're gonna give them IG and all of that at the end of the show so they can go and see the comedy content. Okay, you're always acting, and now we're writing. We're gonna go ahead and do the festival. Is it a festival?
Festival.
What is it called? The writers thing. I'm gonna
Oh, the
read
comedy
it.
festival. Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Los Angeles International Writers Competition.
Okay, got it. So you have the acting, the comedy content on Instagram. Okay, and now you have your script is going to be part of a competition. But you have one more
Another
thing
one
up your
too.
sleeve.
Another script
You have
too.
another one.
Uh-huh.
What's the other one?
It's called it's called The Ghost of His Past.
Okay.
So it's about this abusive father. Him and his wife I'm gonna break it down. It's about this abusive father. His kids hate him. The wife's about to divorce him. He's horrible. He beats his wife. He's horrible, and the whole family's about to just break up. The whole family. It's about this. It's just horrible. So this guy gets in a car accident, loses all memory. Gets out the hospital. He's a totally different dude. The family loves him. Problem is, he starts to get his memory back. So he knows the kind of person he was. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah.
Okay.
So
So the question is, do you return to that, or do you now manifest this new? We gotta wait and
Exactly.
see. So we gotta wait. And
exactly.
See. Okay, so we have 2 scripts, and one is in the competition, and
Yeah.
then you recently added a talent agency.
Talent agency.
Which focuses.
I'm
Can I
just-
say?
well,
Can I say
yes,
with it?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Because
yes.
I know some of the stuff. So when you're working on stuff, a lot of times you can't reveal everything until it comes to
Yes.
fruition. So when I understand that, but it's focused on kids and teenagers, which I think is major in Louisiana specifically because we're already, I think, as minorities trying to find our way. But I think our kids even more so, because we just don't have it like in LA or even sometimes in Atlanta or New York
Yes.
would. So what made you want to do that?
My son Jaden. Jay always wanted to be an actor. He did a short film with me. I wrote a short film a while ago, and called Preaching Silence. So I didn't have a role for him to be in it. So I did another short film, and he was in it. So he's always wanted to follow in my footsteps. Kids, like, you meet him, like, everybody falls in love with him. But he loves the attention. Oh my God, he was like
I wonder where he gets that
on
from.
set. He just, I don't know. But so I always wanted to give back, and everybody got their different ways of giving back. I'm not a teacher. I'm not politics. I'm like, what's the best way I can give back? And I'm like, all these kids don't have nothing to do. I mean, they're not athletes, or they're not scholars. What do they have? As far as to show their talents and show their, when I was younger, I had brothers and sisters, but I played with myself.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I just acted. I had a whole, don't laugh at me, seriously. I'm a Laker fan. So I would have a draft. So I had a basketball goal, the sticky ones? I had the sticky goals on the wall. I would have a whole season. I played by myself.
Oh, by yourself?
I did stats and everything. I did my assists. I did.
Go ahead.
I acted.
Share with the world.
I did. Anyway, so I did like different stuff, but I by myself. So it's a lot of kids. They got a lot of talented kids out here, and they don't know where to go and how to start off. And I haven't seen an agency here that just cater to kids and teenagers. And it's funny because during the quarantine, I got a lot of friends hitting me up about, man, how do I get my son started, my daughter started? They want to act. And I'm like, well, they need this and that. And I thought about it, and I kept thinking, I'm like, I see all these kids getting killed out here now. And I'm like, man, if they had somewhere if they had an outlet, just even thinking they have a chance, I can be the next Denzel or the next Chadwick Boseman, especially black kids. I just needed something. I'm like, let me start this agency. Let me get it started. And it's funny because a casting director here reached out to me when he found out what I was doing, Brent Caballero. And he was like, thank you. We need this here. And he was telling me, I didn't realize it because remember, you acting, you into your own thing.
Yeah.
and he was telling me the lack of especially minority kids they have in the industry in the city, and they have a hard time finding black kids or brown skinned kids in this city for roles.
Which is funny because there is no lack
Yes.
of minority kids here.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, you know,
Yes.
if your mom doesn't know, your dad doesn't know, then you're
Yep.
never known. You know what I mean? So there has to, I think you will be a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Between the gap to kind of bring it together. So I'm excited about it. So it's called First Take.
First Take Talent Group. So if I
So
got
when will you be up and running? No pressure, just curious.
so hopefully within the next 2-3 weeks I'm hoping to be up.
Okay.
So once I get the final paperwork approved, you know, being an agent, you know, I'm gonna have to take acting's gonna have to take a step back. And for me, if I can just help a kid, man, just do better, or help them, you know, show their talents, I'm willing to do that.
That's dope. And for everybody watching, because we pre-record the show, so by the time this airs,
Yes.
you will be up and running, and they will be able to go. You have a website yet, or any of those things?
FirstTakeTalentGroup.com.
You'll be able to go there and see how you can either get your kids set up, take classes.
Yes.
I told you I'm here however you need me.
Yep.
I've been teaching for a long time.
Long time, right?
A long time.
I had.
So you know, I'm really excited. I think I'm most excited about that, just because it's nothing like pouring into the future.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited about the scripts. I'm always excited about the acting and the comedy, but the idea of, you know, paying it forward is always exciting. So let's play a little game, okay? You know, my games are fun. People love the games.
Okay.
You're not nervous, are you? You should.
No,
be.
I don't
I'm just
think
playing.
so. No.
Okay, so we're gonna do a game called Name That ...
Okay.
So you're gonna have 3 seconds to name the actor, the movie, or the sitcom from which I am giving you these lines, scenes, etc. Are you ready?
Okay.
That's your game face. You look serious.
I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
Told you, I'm ready.
Let's see. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Come on, Training Day. That's easy.
Okay, all right. I'm just trying to get you warmed up, okay? Why you don't love me, man? I went through 14 years. I taught myself how to play basketball. Okay, I ain't gonna give you too much.
I know that song. Oh, no. Oh, God.
This is a classic.
I know, man.
I know I didn't
know.
really get my acting skills, but it's a I tell you, my audience members who are here is very few because of COVID. Could help anybody yell an answer.
Will Smith.
That's what it is. Will Smith. I forgive you from Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince, the daddy scene.
It's too late now. Don't tell us who to see now.
Why you can say
All right,
why you don't love me, man?
That's one for you. Like, if you finish the scene, I forgive you.
You know what I'm saying?
It gotta be good
Why
though.
you don't love me, man? You know, you gotta finish that.
Yeah. I know I couldn't finish it because it gives it away. Okay, let me think of another one. Oh, okay. You might not know this because this might be a girly move, but let's see. Just because we have class together, that don't mean you know me. You white women are all the same. Y'all come in here, y'all want our black men. Y'all want. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Damn it. Save the Last Dance?
Yes! I knew
Damn.
you was gonna know that movie.
What? Don't do that.
But I want you to tell me who said that because she came a long way.
Carrie
That's
Washington.
right.
Come on now.
That is right. I was gonna do Olivia Pope, but I feel like that's more
No,
obvious.
Carrie. I
than
knew
the Save the
Olivia. I
Last
done knew
Dance.
Olivia.
Yeah, I know. Everybody know Olivia. Everybody
Carrie
want the white
Washington,
hat.
man.
I wish. Can y'all just bring that back? I don't understand. Who
What?
makes the decisions to cancel shows? Who can I talk to? Can I talk to anybody? Okay, so that's 2. We
She got
get
another
3.
show. It was
I know
good.
Little
The-
Fires.
Oh my, that
I've
was
been
the show,
watching that.
yeah.
Yes, Carrie.
That's the
we
show.
See you, boo. We
That's
see
the
you.
show.
Okay, so I gave you 3. You got 2 right and 1 wrong. I'm gonna give you 1 more. Hopefully you don't tie. Hopefully you take it home for the win.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I did comedy. I think it was a little bit. That's a little drama. Okay, the bad guy. Let's see. Oh, I know. Okay. I take 18. I take 18. You want to know? He looking like a man.
Man, I'm gonna try.
It's a sitcom.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Oh,
it's a
is.
comedy.
It's old. It's old.
Does anybody know that in my scarce studio audience? Mad TV. You don't remember Miss Swan?
I didn't watch Mad TV.
Oh,
I didn't watch Mad
Damn.
TV. I didn't watch.
I
Mad
love Mad TV. You're so crazy. That's why Too Damn Funny TV. I was such a fan.
Mad TV.
Yes, Miss Swan. She would. So the scene
was on cable,
of the
right?
skit. Shut up.
We had all the channels, but we didn't have that channel.
Shut up. Well, the skit was, she always said he looked like a man. So for some reason, she always like, when I could be paraphrased, it's been a long time for the real fans that might come. But for some reason, she always witnessed a crime, and like the police are trying to question her. And it's actually I think she's not Asian. I think she's like Caucasian, and I'm sorry if I don't actually know. But she would hold her eyes like this, and she's like, okay, and they like in a rush. Ma'am, can you tell me? She's like, okay, I tell you everything. Wait, I tell you. And she just always says he looked like a man. Okay, what did the man look like? Yes, looking like a man. That was the skit every time. It was the funniest thing ever. Anyway, so basically you tied it. You did not win.
I could have won. But
I had a gift for you, but you didn't.
Mad TV though.
You know what? I'm gonna forgive you.
It's like when you do that game, when you do like, you try to name something and people trying to, what's the word game? You try to name, got three, what's the one?
Charades?
Charades? That's how you did charades. You messed it up.
How did I? You
it's
didn't
like
guess it.
No, you messed it up. It's like no.
I'm gonna give you one more try, cause you whining.
No, I'm
But
just
I
saying,
didn't
it's like
guess anything.
charades. It's like you did it wrong. It's like I don't watch. I'm just saying, Mad TV.
That's
really?
not how it works.
Mad
It's
TV
not
ended
how
in
it
what?
works.
19 what?
You older than me, so I know you was watching.
Damn it, I am. You're right.
No comeback. I tell you what, that's okay. We'll give you a consolation prize. I do want to thank you for coming, so I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Thank you. You guys, you see these hands, y'all. All right, because you came to our lovely show, we always get our guests a little mic check situation, mic check with Stylist B. Because I just want to tell you thank you for coming on, for all that you're doing, for everything that you have going on right now.
Appreciate it.
And before we leave, please look in the camera and tell everyone where they can find. Are you really?
I wanted the extra medium, but that's fine. I like it. Come on, where we at?
First of all, you're lying, because I make my guests do surveys
Extra
and you ask for a large.
extra medium.
You asked for a
I asked for
large.
extra medium.
You didn't even win the game. I could take it back.
That's true. I asked for a large.
I'm not gonna. Thank
sorry,
you.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, audience. This is how we are when we get together.
I'm sorry.
Before we close it out, thank you for coming again. All right, and there's no extra medium that even exists, so I can't help you. But you could pin them up on the sides with your cherry lip gloss and.
Don't do that. That's
Okay.
That's personal. That's personal.
I just want you to look into the camera and tell everybody where they can find you and what you have going on, so they can support and stay motivated.
All right, my name is Tre Styles. You can find me on Instagram at Acting Styles. The agency is, you can also find an agency on Instagram.
Yes.
It's First Take Talent Group. And the website is firstTakeTalentGroup.com.
Thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, remember, never let anyone dim your light or mute your mic. Peace.